everyone. In this video I'm going to show you on how I set up my Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and Windows Mixed Reality headset, VR headset, for recording to the other computers, because I think if it's recording into the main computers where FS2020 is playing, I think some other players are actually trying to crop from the binocular visions, right? So that is the more efficient way. But since I want to record it on the second computers, I cannot crop it there, right? It has to be sent fully, because I'm tapping the output from the HDMI output from the graphic cards or from the monitors, and then route it into my second computer. So it's using a video captures in the second computer. My second computer is using Ryzen 2700X and RTX 2080 Ti, my older computer, so it should be very beefy enough. It's a piece of cake just to record. The main computer, my Ryzen 9 5950X plus the RTX 3080. I just want to focus it to play FS 2020. Okay, just to do the simulation only. So try to look for ways to do it, and it's quite difficult. So finally I found how to do it using a Windows Mixed Reality mirror. Okay, so I'm setting all the here you can see in here. I can put it very low, I guess. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any difference. So just this one, because it's for PC, so and hopefully all the mirroring here are really low, and don't do any kind of impact, right? So I guess it doesn't make any difference for this PC setting. For VR, I didn't change. I just using the OpenXR. So I just need to activate OpenXR. Just recall that OpenXR. Where's OpenXR? Okay, so just to recap on my setting, on developer setting, I put it on custom render scale at 70%, motion reprojections at auto. I don't have experience any issues at this moment with this setting. I think VR Flight Sim also YouTubers also doing this, and I think it's working fine. So yeah, so this is the setting for OpenXR. So I'm using OpenXR 2. So this one is in the second monitors. Now for the inside FS2020, the setting for VR is actually render scale on TAA will be 100. Terrain level is 100. Terrain factor data high, building high, trees high, grass and bushes medium, object level detail 100. Volumetric clouds high, texture resolution high, anisotropic filter 4 times, texture super sampling off because somebody said it won't matter. Texture synthesis is high, water waves high, shadow maps I put it minimum 768, and terrain shadow is 128, contact shadows medium, windshield high, because during rain, if it's not high, it won't appear the water effect. Ambient occlusion off, reflection high, light shaft medium. I should have put probably high. I haven't really played around again, but yeah, so far this is quite okay. Bloom off, glass cockpit refresh low. So this is my setting on the VR. Quite okay. Details, I mean the cockpit is visible in the VR. At least in my HP Reverb G2 is quite clear and sharp enough for me to see inside. So this is the setting. Now if you see here in FS2020, it was set in window mode. Okay, so what happened is that I will minimize this to smallest whatever possible here, and I could put it in my second computer. Okay, So we'll see later on how it set up, and I will maximize the screen. So what happened is that if you can see, this screen is still small, but when I want to record these 4K monitors or 4K TV as a source to my second computers, usually I record it directly from this to tap in for this 4K output to this TV, and then using a video capture, that pictures are also duplicated and captured in the other computers, right? So because of that, binoculars, if I use this one as I'll show you later on, but if I use this one as the main like this as the main what do you call it, fill up the whole TV, when I switch on the VR, it will be binocular view, right? So that is if I record that in full HD, because I'm recording in full HD on the other computers, I'm not recording full 4K. My video captures cannot afford it, so it's still full HD. So if I do binocular and full HD, when I crop it, it will be very small, right? So I need to capture 4K to be able to crop the binoculars. Okay, so let me show you how it works. So if I go, so because anyway, if you want to play VR, you better do the menu selections, everything in VR anyway. So I know, you know, people sometimes like to do it here. I do that also, because that's why I minimize, maximize, so I can make a flight plan here, and then once I done, so let's see, we go somewhere here, Atlanta, and then let's see runway, and then put it as departures, and let's fly. So if I do this here, it's okay, right? But when I'm ready to go to VR, I usually minimize it and move it to second screen, FS2020, and then maximize the window mixed reality mirror, the software, the applications. That is the one that I record into my second computer. So basically that's the idea, right? So just show you how it's done. Let me show you the setup. Sorry, just I need to put my camera here. So this is my main. So sorry, because it's using I need to turn off the filters. Hold on, let me, okay. So this is my blue room. So this is my 4K. My keyboard, this is my cockpit button box, custom button box. So this one is the main monitors, the 4K TV, and my second 4K monitors, USD 598 something, Samsung. So this one is split into two screens. So this half is actually belong to the main computer. So the main computer has two screens, the TV, and this half of the monitor, so 4K divided by 2. So this split screen, because it can do PNP or picture with pictures. Anyway, so it has several inputs, so I can split one input HDMI from my main computer, so I can control and put everything here, and then here is actually coming from this half of the screen, and actually there's another screen over here. That is the full HD monitors for my like Google or Jingle palettes or some sound, you know, playing kind of software. So this second half is actually coming from my second computer, so the Ryzen 2700X. So here it's playing OBS, of course, with the voice meter potato is very complex here. There's several sounds coming in, you know, and yeah, it's the setting is quite complex, using audio connection from one computer to the others, with isolation transformer to reduce loopback noise, everything. and also using V-band for some other voice effect that I want to separate into several channels in OBS. So yeah, so if you see here, these computers, sorry, this half of the computer is playing OBS, recording the main view of this TV, right? So that is the same, same video right here in the OBS. Okay, so you can see the OBS and how it is set up. So what I'm trying to do, let's say, let me minimize it first. Okay, before minimizing, let me shut down the camera first. Okay, hold on. Okay, so if I put my headset, let me enter the plane. Okay, so now I need to put the headset in, and let's go into the VR. Okay, hi everyone. So just a few minutes ago, just now it crashed. I don't know. My VR is not. That's why it's still unstable. I don't know why. But here, as you can see, it's binocular vision that I'm recording because Flight Simulator is by default. If I'm using a VR view, it will goes into a binocular vision. So what I'm trying to do, I'm not going to record from Flight Simulator, but I want to record from Windows Mixed Reality Portal, right? So what I'm trying to do, so let me get out from the VR. So I'm going to minimize this view, so it will be minimized. So here you can see, let me get out from the, okay, so if you can see, wait a minute, cannot get out. Oh, there, yep, I know that. Okay, so you can see here, it is in a very small kind of screen over here. I can move it away to my second computer, so it won't bother the main one. And I'll tap again. I need to move this one and maximize this one. So this one will show almost 4K, but not as good as 4K. I guess it's a bit blurry, but this one is actually full HD resolution. So as you can see, it's quite okay. It's blown up into full HD 4K TV. Of course, it's blurry a bit here. I mean, it is actually full HD. There's a bar here that I cannot minimize. I'm okay, so I'm still going to crop this one into mostly almost full HD resolution. So by doing this, I can pass through to second computer. So if you can see here, let me show you. So let me get a camera. So here is the main TV is showing the cockpit, right? So the view of the VR from Windows Mixed Reality, right? And on my second monitors, there's a kind of minimized view of this one is actually minimized view of the FS2020 with its binoculars, and on the second computers, I'm recording the full TV monitors showing Windows Mixed Reality, right? So here it's recording full HD with its optimal resolutions, and probably I need to crop a bit because if you can see, there is a there's still a Windows bar, a taskbar, and on the left side actually there's still some of the Windows mixed reality kind of menus which I cannot get rid of. Okay, so let me turn off this one. Okay, so that is how I record my few last video for VR playing. Sorry, this one is not centered again. So yeah, so the binocular is, you know, it's useless. So you need to really kind of crop it. But this one is okay, and actually the experience inside actually was quite smooth because the FS2020 mirror is not, you know, rendering anything. But the Windows mixed reality did render it. So I experienced not so much lag in the record. There are some a bit laggy, but sometimes it's quite. I don't know why, but it's in several steps or in the initial steps, they're always like several lagging. You know. Like it was a bit laggy, but once it was in certain ways, I don't know which one first has to switch on. Let's say FS2020 first or the Windows mixed reality first, whatever. This one is actually FS2020 first on, and then the Windows mixed reality switch on, and then I switch on into the VR view from there. So yeah, so I'm using OpenXR as I showed you before the setting. So here, yeah, that's how I record the VR right now. So it's quite okay. I mean, if I don't just move quickly, of course, if it's move quickly, if I turn my head quickly, there's some like delay in shifting of this in the screen. But if you move normally, it should be okay. Alright. Yeah, there's some setting that I might need to tweak again, but so far I still can play it. I mean, I like beautiful graphics anyway, so I put it into optimal kind of setting. I mean, not optimal, maximized setting, which probably caused a bit of this lag, you know. I didn't measure the FPS. As long as I can work it and I can view it, I mean, the cockpit is crisp, and I mean, you cannot see what I see, but I can tell you that it was clear, sharp. I can read the Q&As. I can read even the limits of the the label on top of the backup horizontal indicator, HSI. So VLE to 280 knots, VLO extension 250 knots, retard I don't know, RET, FLO RET to 0 knot, PFE 1 flap 1 230, 1 plus F 215 knots. So this is very small, right? So it's very small view. Yeah, I mean, let's say, where's my mouse? I think I lost my mouse. Okay. Anyway, so that is the view that I can read the eCam monitors, status, config, flaps, not in takeoff config, kind of those things. Okay, so even I can read from here the FMGC. I mean the MCDU, FMGC menu, ATSU, H, CFFDS, option region. I can read it clearly from even this distance. I mean, I didn't bend. Even like, if there are like these functions, like you can zoom it if you want to, but that's not, like, it's not natural. I think the zoom I cannot adjust. I hope I can adjust the zoom. It's just too much zoom. But yeah, I mean, I can read almost every numbers, even in the FPD and D. I can read all the text quite okay with Reverb G2. It's very sharp. Okay, so I think even from looking far away from the end of the runway, I can still see some divine trees, buildings on the right side. It's really clear. So, but it's just the lagging view. Like if I move it quickly, there's some black bars, kind of a bit of like. Yeah, that's probably the effect of my higher setting in the VR or inside FS2020. So yes, that's it. That's a quick video for how I set up the recording from the main monitors, TV monitors. I think it's full HD using Windows Mixed Reality Mirror, Windows Mixed Reality application Mirror. So I think it's set into full HD display, and then that full HD is recorded via video capture into my second computer. So I didn't record the binoculars, which I minimized. So here again, if I minimize this, and as you can see, I can drag back. Hold on. I can drag back the Microsoft Flight Simulator's minimized view, so it's very small, and I dragged it from the second computer. So as you can see, the mouse is back. If I need to click in this software, I mean in the FS2020 area as usual, because if not, then the cursors won't be appearing. So here I select it from in the Microsoft Flight Simulator software. Okay, so yeah, so that is the setting. So usually I have to maximize again this view and then recorded this screen here in my second computer. Thank you.